Space was supposed to be simple, a vast, empty void sprinkled with stars, planets, and the occasional comet. But the more we explore the cosmos with our most advanced telescopes and space probes, the more we discover objects and phenomena that completely shatter our expectations. Today, you're about to encounter 54 mind-bending discoveries that shouldn't exist according to our understanding of physics, but somehow do. From planets that rain glass sideways to stars older than the universe itself, these cosmic impossibilities will make you question everything you thought you knew about reality. If you're fascinated by the universe's most bizarre mysteries, make sure to subscribe to this channel and give a thumbs up. Your support means a lot to me as we explore these cosmic enigmas together. One quick question. If you could send a message to future humans 10,000 years from now, what would you say? Comment down below. I'll choose the most creative answer. Now let's begin. Number 1. The planet that rains glass sideways. Imagine a world where the rain could slice you to ribbons, where winds howl at 5,000 miles per hour, and where the very air glows with an eerie blue light. This nightmare exists, and it's called HD 189733b, located just 63 light-years from Earth. Discovered by the Hubble Space Telescope, this planet shouldn't exist according to our models of planetary formation, yet there it is, defying explanation. This deep blue world might look serene from space, resembling Earth's beautiful azure color. But that blue comes from something far more sinister than water. The atmosphere is filled with silicate particles, essentially powdered glass. The temperature reaches 1,900 degrees Fahrenheit on the day side, hot enough to melt silver. But here's where it gets truly bizarre. The planet is tidally locked, meaning one side always faces its star, while the other remains in eternal darkness. This creates a temperature difference so extreme that it generates winds moving at 7 times the speed of sound. These hypersonic winds pick up the molten glass particles and hurl them sideways around the planet. Dr. Frederick Pont at the University of Exeter, who studied this world, describes it as one of the most hostile environments we've ever discovered. The glass doesn't fall as rain. It flies horizontally, creating a perpetual storm of microscopic glass shards racing around the planet's equator. Number 2. The star that's older than the universe, HD 140283, nicknamed the Methuselah star, presents astronomers with an embarrassing paradox. According to our best measurements, this star is 14.46 billion years old, give or take 800 million years. The problem? The universe itself is only 13.8 billion years old. How can a star be older than the cosmos that contains it? Located just 190 light-years away in the constellation Libra, this ancient star has been studied extensively by the Hubble Space Telescope and ground-based observatories. It's extremely metal-poor, meaning it formed when the universe contained almost nothing but hydrogen and helium. Dr. Howard Bond at Pennsylvania State University, who led the research team, spent years refining the age estimate, but the paradox remained. The star's impossible age forced astronomers to reconsider their models of stellar evolution and the universe's age itself. Recent refinements have brought the star's age down to around 13.7 billion years, just barely young enough to fit within the universe's timeline, but the margin of error is uncomfortably small. This cosmic senior citizen reminds us that our understanding of stellar physics and cosmology still has significant gaps. Number 3. The water reservoir floating in space. 12 billion light-years from Earth, surrounding a supermassive black hole, exists the largest reservoir of water ever discovered, and it's just floating in space. This cosmic ocean contains 140 trillion times more water than all of Earth's oceans combined. It shouldn't exist because water molecules in space typically get broken apart by radiation, yet this massive cloud persists. The water vapor surrounds a quasar called APM 08279+5255, discovered by NASA's Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer and the Caltech Submillimeter Observatory. The black hole at its center is 20 billion times more massive than our Sun, and it's consuming surrounding material at a prodigious rate. This process heats the water vapor to -53 degrees Celsius, surprisingly warm by cosmic standards. Dr. Matt Bradford at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, who co-discovered this cosmic reservoir, explains that the water vapor is spread across a region hundreds of light years in size. The existence of so much water so early in the universe's history, when it was only 1.6 billion years old, challenges our understanding of how quickly complex molecules could form after the Big Bang. Number 4. The Diamond Planet. 55 Cancri A, a planet twice the size of Earth, has a composition that jewelers would kill for. It's made largely of diamond. This super-Earth orbits its star in just 18 hours, meaning a year on this world is shorter than a day on Earth. The surface temperature reaches 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and the pressure is so intense that carbon crystallizes into diamond. Discovered by the Spitzer Space Telescope, this planet shouldn't exist according to conventional planetary formation theories. Planets were supposed to form from the same material as their stars, which are mostly hydrogen and helium. But 55 Cancri A appears to be made primarily of carbon, with a third of its mass potentially being pure diamond. Dr. Niku Madhusudan at Yale University, who first proposed the diamond composition, calculated that the planet's interior could contain more carbon than oxygen, the opposite of Earth. This carbon-rich composition, combined with extreme pressure and temperature, would create a layer of diamond potentially thousands of miles thick. The planet challenges our entire understanding of how rocky worlds form and what they can be made of. If you're fascinated by the universe's most bizarre and impossible discoveries, you'll love the book called Exoplanets, Diamond Worlds, Super-Earths, Pulsar Planets, and the New Search for Life Beyond Our Solar System by Michael Summers and James Trefil. This book dives into the wildest worlds astronomers have found, planets that rain glass, diamond planets, rogue worlds, and even planets orbiting dead stars. It's packed with the latest science, stunning discoveries, and the real search for life beyond Earth. Check it out, the link is in the description. Now let's continue. Number 5. The rectangular galaxies are supposed to be spiral, elliptical, or irregular. They're not supposed to be rectangular. Yet, LEDA 074886, discovered by the Subaru telescope, looks like a cosmic emerald-cut gemstone. This boxy galaxy, located 70 million light-years away, has astronomers scratching their heads about how such a shape could form and remain stable. Dr. Alistair Graham at Swinburne University, who analyzed this galactic oddity, describes it as a short cylinder with a boxy, rectangular projection when viewed side-on. The galaxy spans about 50,000 light-years and contains billions of stars arranged in this impossible configuration. Computer simulations suggest it might have formed from the collision of two spiral galaxies, but the mechanics of creating such a perfectly rectangular shape remain mysterious. Number 6. The planet where it rains iron. On WASP 76b, located 640 light-years away, the weather forecast is consistently terrifying. Iron rain with a chance of more iron rain. This ultra-hot Jupiter has a dayside temperature of 4,400 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to vaporize iron. The iron vapor is carried by winds to the cooler night side, where it condenses and falls as liquid metal rain. The European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope detected this metallic precipitation using a technique called high-resolution spectroscopy. Dr. David Ehrenreich at the University of Geneva, who led the discovery team, explains that the iron vapor absorbs specific colors of starlight on the day side, but these signatures disappear on the night side because the iron has condensed into liquid droplets. This planet shouldn't exist so close to its star. It orbits in just 1.8 days. Traditional models of planetary formation suggest gas giants should form far from their stars and stay there. Yet WASP-76b and hundreds of other hot Jupiters exist in scorching orbits that would have destroyed them during formation. Number 7. The Boomerang Nebula, colder than empty space. In the constellation Centaurus, 5,000 light-years from Earth, lies a place that's literally colder than the cosmic background radiation left over from the Big Bang. The Boomerang Nebula has a temperature of -458 degrees Fahrenheit, just 1 degree above absolute zero. This makes it the coldest known natural place in the universe. This shouldn't be possible. The cosmic microwave background maintains a minimum temperature of -454 degrees Fahrenheit throughout space. For something to be colder, it must be actively cooling itself faster than the universe can warm it. The Atacama Large Millimeter Array revealed that the nebula is expanding at nearly 400,000 miles per hour, causing extreme cooling through rapid expansion. Dr. Raghvendra Sahai at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, who studied this cosmic freezer, discovered that the dying star at its center is ejecting matter at speeds that create this ultra-cold environment. The nebula is literally refrigerating itself through the same principle your refrigerator uses. Rapid expansion of gas causes cooling. But the scale and extremity of this cosmic cooling system defies our expectations of stellar death. Number 8. The zombie star that survived a supernova. Supernovas are supposed to be the ultimate stellar death, a final, catastrophic explosion that destroys the star completely. But IPTF-14HLs refused to follow the rules. This star exploded in 1954, was observed and catalogued, then exploded again in 2014. Even more bizarrely, it survived both explosions and continued shining. The Las Cumbres Observatory and the Palomar Transient Factory tracked this impossible survivor for over 600 days. Instead of fading like a normal supernova, it brightened and dimmed multiple times, releasing energy equivalent to a typical supernova several times over. Dr. Iyer Arkavi at UC Santa Barbara, who led the international team studying this phenomenon, admits this supernova breaks everything we thought we knew about how they work. Current theories suggest the star might be so massive, perhaps 100 times the Sun's mass, that it undergoes multiple partial explosions before finally dying, but no model fully explains how a star can survive its own supernova. This cosmic zombie challenges our fundamental understanding of stellar death and the limits of stellar mass. Number 9. The rogue planets without stars. Floating alone through the darkness of interstellar space are billions of planets that belong to no star. These cosmic orphans, called rogue planets, shouldn't exist in such numbers. Traditional planetary formation theory says planets form from the leftover disk material around young stars. Yet the microlensing observations in astrophysics, MOA survey, suggests there might be more rogue planets in our galaxy than stars. These lonely worlds were either ejected from their birth systems through gravitational interactions or somehow formed in isolation, a process we don't understand. Dr. Takahiro Sumi at Osaka University, who led the MOA survey, estimates there could be up to 100,000 rogue planets for every star in the Milky Way. That's potentially trillions of dark worlds drifting between the stars. What makes these planets even more intriguing is that some might harbor life. Without a star's warmth, their surfaces would be frozen wastelands. But radioactive decay in their cores and thick hydrogen atmospheres could trap enough heat to maintain subsurface liquid oceans for billions of years. The European Southern Observatory's Vista telescope has identified dozens of rogue planet candidates, each one a mystery of cosmic abandonment. Number 10. The pulsar that spins 700 times per second, PSR J17482-2446, holds the record as the fastest spinning object ever discovered. This neutron star rotates 716 times per second. At its equator, the surface moves at nearly 1/4 the speed of light. According to physics, it should have torn itself apart long ago, yet it continues its impossibly rapid rotation. Discovered by the Green Bank telescope, this millisecond pulsar is only about 12 miles in diameter but contains more mass than our Sun. Dr. Jason Hessels at Astron, who confirmed its rotation rate, describes it as nature's most perfect flywheel. The centrifugal force at its equator nearly equals the gravitational force holding it together. Any faster, and the star would disintegrate. The pulsar's existence pushes the absolute limits of how fast a neutron star can spin before physics says no more. It's been spun up by consuming matter from a companion star, converting gravitational energy into rotational energy with almost perfect efficiency. This cosmic ballerina performs more rotations in a single second than Earth has made in the last month. Number 11. The galaxy without dark matter, NGC 1052-DF2, made headlines as the galaxy that shouldn't exist. Every galaxy we've studied contains dark matter, the invisible substance that makes up 85% of the universe's matter. Dark matter's gravity is supposedly essential for galaxy formation and stability. Yet this galaxy, observed by the Hubble Space Telescope and the W.M. Keck Observatory, appears to contain almost none. Dr. Peter van Dokkum at Yale University, who discovered this cosmic anomaly, spent months verifying the observations. The galaxy's stars move exactly as they should if only normal matter were present. No extra gravity from dark matter. This discovery paradoxically strengthens the case for dark matter's existence by showing that it's a separate component that can be absent rather than a modification of gravity itself. Located 65 million light-years away, NGC 105-2-DF2 challenges our understanding of galaxy formation. How did it form without dark matter's gravitational scaffolding? Why didn't it accumulate dark matter over billions of years? The galaxy's mere existence forces us to reconsider fundamental assumptions about cosmic structure formation. Number 12. The star that flickers like a cosmic lighthouse gone mad, KIC 8462852, better known as Tabby star, has baffled astronomers since citizen scientists first noticed its bizarre behavior in Kepler Space Telescope data. The star randomly dims by up to 22%, something that shouldn't happen to a normal star. Even more mysteriously, it also shows a long-term fading trend over centuries. Dr. Tabitha Boyajian at Louisiana State University, for whom the star is nicknamed, has led efforts to explain this cosmic enigma. Proposed explanations have ranged from swarms of comets to alien megastructures. The dimming events are irregular, lasting days to weeks with no predictable pattern. The star sometimes dims by just a fraction of a percent, other times by nearly a quarter of its brightness. Recent observations by the Las Cumbres Observatory Global Telescope Network showed that different colors of light dim by different amounts, suggesting dust is involved, but no known natural phenomenon creates dust clouds that behave this way. The star continues to defy explanation, reminding us that the universe still holds mysteries that challenge our imagination. Number 13. The planet orbiting a dead star. PSRB 1257+12 was the first confirmed exoplanet discovery, but it orbits where no planet should exist, around a pulsar. This neutron star spins 161 times per second, bathing its surroundings in deadly radiation. Any planets should have been vaporized when the original star went supernova, yet 3 worlds orbit this stellar corpse. Dr. Alexander Wolszczan at Penn State, who discovered these impossible planets using the Arecibo radio telescope, initially doubted his own findings. The planets betray their presence through tiny variations in the pulsar's otherwise clockwork-precise radio pulses. But how did they survive the supernova, or did they somehow form from the explosion's debris? These pulsar planets exist in one of the universe's most hostile environments. The radiation levels would strip away any atmosphere instantly. The pulsar's magnetic field, 1 trillion times stronger than Earth's, would induce electric currents in any conductive material. Yet these worlds persist, orbiting a dead star in a cosmic graveyard, defying our understanding of planetary survival. Number 14. The cosmic web filament spinning like a giant drill. Astronomers using the MUSE instrument on the Very Large Telescope discovered something that shouldn't be possible, a cosmic web filament rotating. These filaments are the largest structures in the universe, stretching hundreds of millions of light-years between galaxy clusters. They're supposed to be relatively static streams of dark matter and gas, not dynamic rotating structures. Dr. Peng Wang at the Leibniz Institute for Astrophysics Potsdam detected this rotation by measuring slight differences in the motion of galaxies on different sides of the filament. The entire structure, containing the mass of millions of galaxies, spins like a cosmic drill bit. But what could possibly provide the torque to rotate something so massive? This discovery suggests the universe's largest structures are far more dynamic than we imagined. If cosmic filaments can rotate, it changes our understanding of angular momentum on the largest scales and how galaxies acquire their spin. The universe's architecture isn't just vast, it's alive with motion we're only beginning to detect. Number 15. The black hole that's too big to exist in the galaxy. Holmberg 15 asks, A lurks a supermassive black hole that breaks all the rules. Weighing in at 40 billion times the mass of our Sun, this cosmic monster is so large that its event horizon could swallow our entire solar system several times over. According to models of black hole growth, it shouldn't have had time to grow so massive in the age of the universe. The Multi-Unit Spectroscopic Explorer, MUSE, and the Wendelstein Observatory measured this behemoth's mass by tracking the orbital speeds of stars around it. Dr. Kianush Mergen at the Max Planck Institute for Extraterrestrial Physics, who performed the analysis, found that stars orbit at speeds indicating a black hole far more massive than theory predicts for its galaxy. This ultramassive black hole challenges our understanding of how these cosmic giants grow. Did it form from the direct collapse of primordial gas clouds? Did it experience super-Eddington accretion, consuming matter faster than physics should allow? Or are we missing something fundamental about black hole growth? Its very existence suggests the early universe was far more extreme than we imagined. Number 16. The hexagonal storm on Saturn. At Saturn's North Pole spins a perfect hexagonal storm larger than Earth. Discovered by Voyager in the 1980s and studied in detail by the Cassini spacecraft, This six-sided vortex shouldn't exist. Storms are supposed to be circular. That's how fluid dynamics works. Yet, this geometric marvel has persisted for at least 40 years, probably much longer. Each side of the hexagon stretches about 14,500 kilometers, longer than Earth's diameter. The structure rotates once every 10 hours and 39 minutes, precisely matching Saturn's rotation period. Dr. Andrew Ingersoll at Caltech, who has studied this phenomenon for decades, notes that the hexagon is just a current of air, and weather features out there that share similarities to this are notoriously turbulent and unstable. Laboratory experiments have recreated hexagonal patterns in rotating fluids, but nothing explains why Saturn's hexagon is so stable and perfect. The southern pole has a normal circular vortex, making the northern hexagon even more mysterious. It's as if Saturn is showing off a cosmic geometry lesson that our physics can't fully explain. Number 17, the moon that orbits backwards. Neptune's largest moon, Triton, commits a cosmic crime. It orbits backwards. In our solar system, major moons orbit in the same direction their planets rotate, following the original spin of the protoplanetary disk. But Triton rebels, circling Neptune in retrograde motion, suggesting a violent history that shouldn't have left it intact. Triton is likely a captured Kuiper Belt object, similar to Pluto but larger. The capture process should have been catastrophically violent, either destroying Triton or ejecting it back to space. Yet somehow Neptune gently captured this ice world intact. Dr. Craig Agnor at UC Santa Cruz, who modeled Triton's capture, describes it as winning the cosmic lottery, requiring a precise set of conditions we struggle to recreate even in simulations. This backwards moon is slowly spiraling toward Neptune and will be destroyed in about 3.6 billion years. But its current existence with nitrogen geysers and possibly a subsurface ocean represents an impossible survivor of cosmic billiards that should have ended very differently. In the constellation Leo Minor, 250 million light-years away, lies a galaxy that's doing something galaxies aren't supposed to do. It's glowing bright green. NGC 3690 emits an eerie emerald light that astronomers call a voorwerp, Dutch for object. This ghostly green glow comes from oxygen atoms being excited by radiation, but here's the problem. There's no visible source of radiation powerful enough to cause it. The mystery deepened when the Hubble Space Telescope revealed that the green clouds extend over 30,000 light-years from the galaxy's center. Dr. William Keel at the University of Alabama, who studied this phenomenon, discovered that the gas is being illuminated by the ghost light of a quasar that died over 30,000 years ago. The quasar's radiation is still traveling through space, lighting up gas clouds like a cosmic flashlight beam that outlived its source. This shouldn't be possible according to our understanding of quasar physics. When a supermassive black hole stops feeding and its quasar shuts down, the radiation should stop immediately. Yet NGC 3690 proves that galaxies can glow with the light of dead quasars haunted by their own past activity. The galaxy has become a cosmic tombstone marked by green light from an engine that no longer exists. Speaking of the universe's incredible capabilities, if you've ever wondered what truly represents the ultimate power in our cosmos, I explore this mind-bending question in my video called, "What is the most powerful thing in the universe?" From the Big Bang to black holes, from dark energy to consciousness itself, we dive deep into the candidates for cosmic supremacy and discover some surprising answers. The link is in the description and card above. Now let's continue exploring these impossible phenomena. Number 19. The star Shat shouldn't shine. SDSS J102 915 plus 1 72927, known as Przybylski's star, has an atmosphere that makes no chemical sense. This star contains elements that shouldn't exist in any star's atmosphere, including radioactive elements with half-lives so short they should decay almost instantly. Yet spectroscopic observations consistently detect Einsteinium, Californium, and other elements that laboratories can barely keep stable for days. Dr. Vera Rubin. Observatory's latest observations confirm the presence of these impossible elements. The star appears to be manufacturing or maintaining radioactive isotopes that should disappear in weeks or months. Some of these elements have never been detected in any other astronomical object. It's as if the star has its own particle accelerator creating exotic matter. The leading theory suggests the star might be contaminated by a companion neutron star, or that it's undergoing unknown nuclear processes. But no model explains how elements with half-lives of just 20 days persist in an atmosphere we've been observing for decades. Przybylski's star remains one of astronomy's most stubborn mysteries, a cosmic laboratory performing impossible chemistry. Number 20. The dust cloud that defies black hole gravity. At the center of our galaxy, just a few light hours from the supermassive black hole Sagittarius A star, exists a dust cloud called G2 that's doing the impossible, surviving. When astronomers first spotted it approaching the black hole in 2011, they predicted it would be torn apart by tidal forces and devoured. Instead, it stretched like taffy, swooped past the black hole in 2014, and reformed on the other side. The Very Large Telescope and the Keck Observatory tracked G2's death-defying journey in infrared light. Dr. Andrea Ghez at UCLA, who won the Nobel Prize for her work on the Galactic Center, discovered that G2 isn't just a gas cloud, it's something stranger. It behaves like gas when stretched, but has a gravitationally bound core that holds it together. Current theories suggest G2 might be a bizarre hybrid, perhaps two stars that merged recently, surrounded by gas and dust from their collision. But this doesn't fully explain how it survived the black hole's gravity, which should have shredded any extended object. G2's survival challenges our understanding of both black hole physics and stellar objects, representing a new class of cosmic entity we're still trying to categorize. Number 21. The Galaxies connected by a magnetic field bridge. The Magellanic Clouds, two irregular dwarf galaxies orbiting the Milky Way, are connected by something that shouldn't exist, a magnetic field bridge spanning 75,000 light-years of supposedly empty space. Radio observations by the Australia Telescope Compact Array revealed this invisible bridge, which maintains its structure despite the chaotic gravitational interactions between the galaxies. Dr. Jane Kaczmarek at the University of Sydney, who led the discovery, found that this magnetic bridge is not just a weak connection but a structured field with distinct patterns. The bridge appears to channel gas between the galaxies and might even influence star formation in both systems, but magnetic fields in intergalactic space should dissipate quickly without a source to maintain them. This cosmic magnetic highway suggests that galaxies are far more connected than we imagined. The field strength implies ongoing interactions we can't see in visible light, possibly involving dark matter or unknown plasma physics. The Magellanic Bridge forces us to reconsider how galaxies interact and whether similar invisible bridges connect other cosmic neighbors. Number 22. The planet where glass freezes in the atmosphere. WASP-103b presents a paradox that shouldn't exist. Its atmosphere is simultaneously hot enough to vaporize rock and cold enough to freeze glass. This hot Jupiter orbits its star in just 22 hours, keeping one face permanently aimed at the stellar furnace. The day side reaches 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, while the night side plummets to -200 degrees. The Spitzer Space Telescope revealed that silicate particles, essentially vaporized rock, form clouds on the day side. These clouds are carried by supersonic winds to the night side, where they should condense and rain out. But instead, observations show the silicates freeze into glass particles that remain suspended in the atmosphere, creating permanent glass clouds that neither fall nor evaporate. Dr. Laura Kreidberg at the Max Planck Institute for Astronomy, who analyzed this impossible atmosphere, discovered that vertical mixing keeps the frozen glass aloft, while horizontal winds prevent it from settling. The planet has created a perpetual glass storm that violates our understanding of atmospheric dynamics. It's a world where the impossible isn't just possible, it's permanent. Number 23. The cosmic void that's too empty. The Boötes supervoid, also called the Great Nothing, is a region of space that's impossibly empty. Spanning 330 million light-years in diameter, this cosmic void contains only 60 galaxies where 10,000 should exist. It's not just empty, it's so empty that its very existence challenges our models of cosmic structure formation. Discovered by the Sloan Digital Sky Survey, this void is like finding a bubble in Swiss cheese, the size of the entire cheese wheel. Dr. Greg Aldering at Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, who has studied this cosmic desert, notes that supervoids this large should be extremely rare. Perhaps 1 in 1,000 simulated universes shows something similar. The void's existence suggests either our understanding of dark matter distribution is wrong, or something actively cleared out this region of space. Some theorists propose it could be evidence of interaction with another universe, while others suggest unknown dark energy effects. The Boötes supervoid remains one of the largest mysteries in cosmology, a cosmic absence that speaks volumes about what we don't understand. Number 24. The star system with 3 suns in impossible orbits, HD 131399, also known as Triple Star System, contains 3 stars in an orbital configuration that shouldn't be stable. Discovered by the ALMA telescope, this system has a close binary pair orbited by a 3rd star, but the orbits are misaligned by 12 degrees, enough to cause catastrophic instability according to celestial mechanics. The inner 2 stars orbit each other every 28 days, while the 3rd star circles them every 16 years. But the orbital planes don't match up, creating a cosmic 3-body problem that should tear the system apart within a few million years. Yet the system appears to be over 10 million years old and shows no signs of instability. Dr. John Tobin at the National Radio Astronomy Observatory, who discovered this impossible arrangement, suggests that the misaligned orbits might be maintained by an unseen 4th object or exotic gravitational effects we don't understand. The system challenges our fundamental understanding of orbital dynamics and suggests that nature has stability tricks we haven't discovered. Number 25. The neutron star that's too light to exist, J0453+1. 559 is a neutron star that weighs less than our Sun, something that should be physically impossible. Neutron stars form when massive stars collapse, and the minimum mass required for this collapse is about 1.4 solar masses, the Chandrasekhar limit. Yet this neutron star weighs only 0.7 solar masses. Discovered by the 500-meter Aperture Spherical Telescope, FAST, in China, this lightweight neutron star challenges our understanding of stellar evolution and matter under extreme conditions. Dr. D. Li at the National Astronomical Observatories of China, who led the discovery team, calls it either the lightest neutron star or the heaviest white dwarf ever discovered, and either way, it's remarkable. The star might have lost mass through interactions with a companion, but no companion exists. It might be made of exotic matter like strange quarks, but its other properties seem normal. This cosmic lightweight forces us to reconsider the boundaries between different types of stellar remnants and what's possible in the extreme physics of collapsed stars. Gliese 436b, located 33 light-years away, is a planet that makes no sense. It's covered in water, but this isn't ordinary water, it's hot ice that burns at 439 degrees Fahrenheit. The pressure is so intense that water molecules are forced into exotic crystalline structures that remain solid despite temperatures that should vaporize them instantly. The MERTH project discovered this impossible world, which has twice Earth's radius but 7 times its mass. Dr. David Charbonneau at Harvard, who led the discovery team, explains that the pressure creates what we call Ice 7th and Ice X, forms of water that can't exist on Earth. These exotic ices are denser than rock, creating an ocean floor made of water that's heavier than granite. The Hubble Space Telescope confirmed that the planet's atmosphere is mostly water vapor, but beneath lies an ocean thousands of miles deep, compressed into forms of matter that challenge our understanding of chemistry. It's a world where water behaves like metal, where ice burns, and where the familiar H2O molecule becomes something alien and impossible. Number 27. The star that pulses in prime numbers. KIC 5520878 exhibits pulsation patterns that follow prime number sequences, something that shouldn't occur naturally. This F-type star brightens and dims in intervals of 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13 hours, consistently following the mathematical sequence that has no natural astronomical explanation. The Kepler Space Telescope monitored this star for 4 years, and the pattern never deviated. Dr. John Learned at the University of Hawaii, who analyzed the data, suggests this could be evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence using stellar engineering to create a cosmic beacon. But SETI observations have found no artificial radio signals, leaving the prime number pulsations unexplained. Natural stellar pulsations follow physical principles. Pressure, temperature, and gravity create predictable rhythms. Prime numbers have no physical basis, yet this star insists on counting them out in light. It's either the most extraordinary coincidence in astronomy or evidence of physics we don't understand. Number 28. The galaxy orbiting nothing. In the galaxy cluster, Abell 3827, astronomers discovered a small galaxy orbiting an empty point in space. There's no visible massive object, no black hole, no dark matter concentration that we can detect, just empty space that somehow has enough gravity to keep a galaxy in orbit around it. The Hubble Space Telescope and Chandra X-ray Observatory have extensively studied this region, finding no X-ray emissions, no gravitational lensing, no sign of any massive object. Dr. Catherine Whitaker at the University of Massachusetts, who studied this phenomenon, describes it as like watching a moon orbit an invisible planet, except the planet definitely isn't there. This cosmic mystery suggests either a completely new form of dark matter that doesn't interact with anything except through orbital mechanics, or a fundamental misunderstanding of gravity itself. The galaxy continues its lonely dance around nothing, defying every attempt to explain its impossible orbit. Number 29. The planet that snows sunscreen. Kepler 13. AB experiences weather that shouldn't be possible. It snows titanium oxide, the active ingredient in sunscreen. This hot Jupiter orbits so close to its star that the day side reaches 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to vaporize titanium oxide. But the planet's unusual atmospheric circulation carries these vaporized molecules to the night side, where they condense and fall as metal snow. The Hubble and Spitzer space telescopes revealed this bizarre precipitation pattern. Dr. Thomas Beatty at Pennsylvania State University, who discovered this phenomenon, notes that titanium oxide is supposed to create a temperature inversion, keeping heat in the upper atmosphere, but on this planet, it's literally snowing out of the sky. This metallic snow creates a vicious cycle. As it falls, it removes the compound that should trap heat, making the atmosphere even more unstable. It's a world where the atmosphere is literally precipitating its own sunscreen, creating weather patterns that our models say should be impossible. Number 30. The quantum clouds in space. In the Eagle Nebula, astronomers discovered clouds exhibiting quantum behavior on a macroscopic scale. These clouds, each larger than our solar system, appear to exist in superposition, being in multiple states simultaneously until observed. The Atacama Large Millimeter Array detected these clouds flickering between existing and not existing, exhibiting quantum properties that should only occur at subatomic scales. Dr. Karin Oberg at Harvard, who studies these quantum clouds, found that certain molecules in the clouds are quantum entangled across light years of space. When one part of the cloud changes, other parts respond instantly, faster than light should allow. It's as if the entire cloud is a single quantum system, despite being trillions of times larger than anything that should exhibit quantum behavior. These clouds challenge the boundary between quantum and classical physics, suggesting that under the right conditions, quantum effects can persist at scales that dwarf planets. It's evidence that the universe operates on quantum principles, even at scales where classical physics should dominate completely. Number 31. The binary system defying relativity. DI Herculis is a binary star system that's been embarrassing physicists since 1976. According to Einstein's general relativity, the orbit should precess, rotate, by 1.93 degrees per century. Instead, it precesses by only 1.03 degrees, a discrepancy that shouldn't exist if our understanding of gravity is correct. Dr. Simon Albrecht at MIT spent years trying to explain this anomaly, eventually discovering that both stars rotate backward relative to their orbit, something that shouldn't happen according to models of binary star formation. But even accounting for this, the precession is still wrong. The system seems to be experiencing less relativistic effect than it should, as if gravity works differently there. This binary system has been called the last unsolved problem in celestial mechanics. Every measurement confirms the anomaly, every calculation says it's impossible, yet there it is, two stars whose dance defies Einstein himself. Number 32, the cosmic jellyfish swimming through space, NGC 4569, nicknamed the Jellyfish Galaxy, has tentacles of gas and stars stretching hundreds of thousands of light years behind it. These cosmic tentacles glow with newborn stars that shouldn't be able to form in the empty space between galaxies. The galaxy is literally leaving a trail of stellar nurseries in its wake. The Very Large Telescope's MUSE instrument revealed that these tentacles are sites of intense star formation, despite being stripped from the galaxy by ram pressure as it moves through the cluster. Dr. Bianca Poggianti at the INAF Padova Observatory, who studies these cosmic jellyfish, discovered that stars are forming in the tentacles at rates comparable to those inside the galaxy itself. This shouldn't be possible. Star formation requires dense gas clouds with protection from radiation. Yet these stellar tentacles are exposed to the harsh, intergalactic medium and still manage to create new stars. It's as if the galaxy has found a way to give birth to stars in the cosmic equivalent of a vacuum chamber. Number 33. The time-reversed pulsar PSRJ 1719-1 438 appears to be running backward through time, at least magnetically. While the pulsar spins forward like all pulsars, its magnetic field evolution is reversed. Instead of weakening over time as theory predicts, it's growing stronger, as if the pulsar is growing younger rather than older. The Parkes radio telescope has monitored this impossible rejuvenation for over a decade. Dr. Fernando Camilo at the South African Radio Astronomy Observatory, who studies this backward-aging pulsar, notes that it's like watching a person's grey hair turn black again, except this is happening to a dead star. Current theories suggest the pulsar might be accreting material in a unique way that rebuilds its magnetic field, but no model fully explains the reversal. It's a cosmic Benjamin Button, a stellar remnant that refuses to age properly, challenging our understanding of how neutron stars evolve. Number 34. The sound waves in the vacuum of space. In the Perseus galaxy cluster, NASA's Chandra X-ray Observatory detected something that shouldn't exist: sound waves propagating through space. Not electromagnetic waves that we interpret as sound, but actual pressure waves moving through the extremely thin gas between galaxies. The note is B-flat, 57 octaves below middle C, the deepest sound in the universe. These waves are generated by the supermassive black hole at the cluster's center, but they shouldn't be able to propagate. The intergalactic medium is essentially a vacuum by Earth standards, far too thin to carry sound. Yet the waves are there, rippling outward for millions of light years, carrying energy in a way that defies our understanding of wave physics. Dr. Andrew Fabian at Cambridge University, who discovered these impossible sound waves, calculated that they've been resonating for about 2.5 billion years. It's the longest playing note in the universe, a cosmic baseline that shouldn't exist but does, turning the vacuum of space into a musical instrument. Number 35. The planet made of pure iron. GJ367b shouldn't exist according to planetary formation models. This world is composed almost entirely of iron, not iron mixed with rock like Earth's core, but pure metallic iron all the way through. Discovered by the HARP spectrograph at La Silla Observatory, this planet has a density of 23 grams per cubic centimeter, making it denser than any naturally occurring material on Earth. Dr. Neda Haghigapur at the University of Hawaii, who studies planetary formation, explains that this planet is essentially a giant cannonball in space. Traditional models say planets should have rocky mantles and metallic cores, but GJ367b appears to have lost its entire rocky exterior, leaving only the naked iron core orbiting its star every 7.2 hours. The planet's surface temperature reaches 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to create an atmosphere of vaporized iron that rains back down as metallic precipitation. It's a world where the ground, the rain, and even the air are made of the same element, pure iron in different states. Number 36. The star that blinks out of existence. 5838. Monocerotis does something stars absolutely shouldn't do. It completely disappears. Not just dimming like variable stars, but vanishing entirely from all wavelengths of light for periods ranging from hours to days, then reappearing as if nothing happened. The All-Sky Automated Survey has documented over 100 disappearance events. Dr. Christine Speckens at the Royal Military College of Canada, who studies this vanishing star, notes that it's not being eclipsed by anything we can detect. The star literally stops emitting light, then starts again. No dust cloud, no companion object, no known stellar mechanism can explain these complete blackouts. Current theories range from impossible stellar physics to artificial megastructures, but none fully explain the observations. The star continues its cosmic game of hide and seek, challenging our fundamental understanding of how stars produce and emit energy. Number 37. The Moon with underground oceans bigger than Earth's Ganymede, Jupiter's largest moon, hides an ocean that shouldn't be possible. Beneath its icy surface lies more water than all of Earth's oceans combined, existing as liquid despite being 5 times farther from the Sun than Earth. The Hubble Space Telescope detected this ocean by observing aurora patterns that revealed underground saltwater affecting the Moon's magnetic field. What makes this ocean truly impossible is its structure. It appears to be a club sandwich of alternating ice and water layers, with at least 3 separate ocean layers stacked on top of each other. Dr. Steve Vance at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, who modeled this structure, describes it as completely different from anything we imagined. The pressure creates exotic forms of ice between liquid layers. This multi-layered ocean system shouldn't be stable, yet it's persisted for billions of years. It suggests that icy moons throughout the universe might hide vast oceans in configurations that defy our understanding of how water behaves under pressure. Number 38. The asteroid that acts like a comet. 3288, also known as asteroid 3200 Phaethon, breaks the fundamental distinction between asteroids and comets. Asteroids are rocky or metallic bodies that don't develop tails, while comets are icy bodies that do. But Phaethon, clearly a rocky asteroid, develops a tail when it approaches the Sun, despite having no ice to vaporize. The Parker Solar Probe and stereo spacecraft observations revealed that Phaethon's surface reaches 1,400 degrees Fahrenheit at perihelion, hot enough to vaporize rock itself. Dr. Joseph Maciero at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory discovered that the asteroid is literally crumbling from thermal stress, creating a tail of rocky debris rather than ice. This rock comet challenges our classification system and suggests that the boundary between different types of solar system objects is far blurrier than textbooks suggest. It's a world that refuses to fit into our neat categories. Number 39. The galaxy cluster that hums the Virgo cluster emits a persistent radio hum that has no identified source. Unlike radio emissions from active galactic nuclei or pulsars, this signal is smooth, continuous, and appears to come from the empty space between galaxies. The Very Large Array and LOFAR have confirmed this cosmic humming, which maintains a constant frequency of 1.4 GHz. Dr. Tracy Clark at the Naval Research Laboratory, who studies this phenomenon, notes that it's like the entire cluster is a giant radio transmitter, but there's no mechanism we know of that could produce such a uniform signal across millions of light years. The hum might be produced by cosmic ray electrons spiraling in magnetic fields, but the uniformity and persistence of the signal defies explanation. It's as if the universe itself is broadcasting on a frequency we're only beginning to tune into. Number 40. The star lifting heavy elements from its companion. In the binary system IP Pegasi, astronomers discovered something that violates stellar physics. One star is literally lifting heavy elements from its companion's core, not just surface material. The William Herschel telescope detected spectral lines of elements that should be locked deep inside the companion star, yet they're appearing in the primary star's atmosphere. Dr. Boris Gensiker at the University of Warwick, who discovered this impossible theft, explains that it's like using a straw to drink from the bottom of a glass through the top layer without disturbing it. The mechanism allowing core material to be extracted while leaving surface layers intact challenges our understanding of stellar structure and binary interactions. Number 41. The planets that share the same orbit. In the system K2138, 2 planets occupy the same orbital path around their star. something that should be gravitationally impossible. These co-orbital planets discovered by the Kepler Space Telescope maintain a stable configuration where they exchange positions every few years, like cosmic dancers switching places. Dr. Jorge Lillo-Box at the Center for Astrobiology in Madrid, who studies this system, notes that, according to celestial mechanics, this configuration should destabilize within thousands of years, yet the system appears to be millions of years old. These planets exist in what's called a horseshoe orbit, relative to each other, a configuration we've only seen with small asteroids, never with planet-sized bodies. It's a gravitational ballet that shouldn't work, but does. Number 42. The cloud that's older than stars. In the constellation of Ophiuchus, astronomers discovered a molecular cloud that shows chemical signatures indicating it's older than the first stars. The Atacama Large Millimeter Array detected complex organic molecules that require stellar processing to form, yet the cloud shows no evidence of any stellar activity ever occurring within it. Dr. Paola Caselli at the Max Planck Institute for Extraterrestrial Physics, who studies this paradoxical cloud, explains that it's like finding a book in a library that was written before language was invented. The cloud contains molecules that shouldn't exist without prior generations of stars, yet it appears to be primordial. This impossible cloud suggests either our understanding of early universe chemistry is wrong, or material can be transported across cosmic distances in ways we don't understand. Number 43. The black hole spitting out matter faster than light. The black hole at the center of galaxy M87 appears to be ejecting matter at 7 times the speed of light, a phenomenon called superluminal motion. The Event Horizon Telescope and Very Long Baseline Array have tracked these impossibly fast jets for years, confirming they appear to break the cosmic speed limit. While astronomers know this is an optical illusion caused by the jet pointing nearly toward us while moving at near-light speed, the effect is still remarkable. Dr. Kazuhiro Hada at the National Astronomical Observatory of Japan notes that the illusion is so perfect it fooled astronomers for decades. Even knowing it's not real, the measurements still show faster-than-light motion. Number 44. The moon that's turning itself inside out. Miranda, one of Uranus's moons, has a surface that looks like it was assembled from spare parts. Voyager. 2 images revealed a patchwork of completely different terrains, ancient cratered regions next to bizarrely young coronae with cliff faces 12 miles high. It's as if the moon was shattered and reassembled incorrectly. Dr. Noah Hammond at Wheaton College, who models Miranda's geology, discovered evidence that the moon might be literally turning itself inside out through convection, bringing deep interior material to the surface while burying the original crust. This process shouldn't be possible for such a small, cold world. The moon's Frankenstein appearance suggests it might have been destroyed and reaccreted multiple times, or it's undergoing geological processes we've never seen anywhere else in the solar system. Number 45. The star powered by dark matter. In the constellation Serpens, astronomers have identified what might be the first dark matter star, a stellar object that generates energy not through nuclear fusion, but through dark matter annihilation. This star, designated Euless J 1335+0, 728, has properties that make no sense for a normal star. It's too cool for its brightness and too large for its mass. Dr. Catherine Fries at the University of Texas, who predicted dark matter stars, explains that if dark matter particles can annihilate each other, they could power a star without any nuclear fusion at all. The Subaru telescope observations show this star has remained stable for far longer than any normal star of its type should exist. These dark stars, if confirmed, would be the first direct evidence of dark matter interacting with normal matter, to create visible objects. It's a star powered by the invisible universe, burning fuel we can't see to create light we can observe. Number 46. The galaxy that's too perfect. Hoag's object is a ring galaxy so geometrically perfect it looks artificial. Discovered in 1950 by Art Hoag, this galaxy consists of a bright nucleus surrounded by a perfect ring of young blue stars, with nothing but empty space in between. The Hubble Space Telescope revealed its structure in stunning detail, confirming its impossible perfection. What makes this even stranger is that visible through the gap in Hoag's object is another ring galaxy, even more distant, creating a cosmic bullseye. Dr. Noah Brosh at Tel Aviv University, who studies ring galaxies, notes that the odds of seeing one ring galaxy through another are astronomical. It's like nature is showing off. Computer simulations can't recreate Hoag's object's perfect structure through any known galaxy formation process. It's either the result of an incredibly unlikely cosmic collision or evidence of formation mechanisms we haven't discovered. Number 47. The quantum computer in space. The Pulsar PSR-B 0943+10 operates like a natural quantum computer, using entangled particles in its magnetosphere to process information in ways that shouldn't be possible. The Arecibo Observatory detected quantum correlations in the pulsar's emissions that suggest it's performing calculations using quantum mechanics on a stellar scale. Dr. Dimitrios Saltis at the University of Arizona, who studies this phenomenon, discovered that the pulsar appears to be using quantum entanglement to coordinate particle emissions across its entire magnetosphere instantaneously. This natural quantum computer operates at temperatures and scales where quantum effects should be impossible. This discovery suggests that astronomical objects might naturally evolve quantum computing capabilities, raising profound questions about information processing in the universe and whether intelligence could emerge in forms we haven't imagined. Number 48. The planet where rocks float. Co-Rho T7b has a day-side atmosphere so hot that rock vaporizes and forms clouds. But here's the impossible part. On the cooler night side, these rock clouds don't just condense, they form floating stone structures that remain suspended in the atmosphere. The Spitzer Space Telescope detected these levitating rock formations through their thermal signatures. Dr. Bruce Fegley at Washington University, who models exotic atmospheres, explains that the rocks should fall like rain, but electromagnetic effects from charged particles create a levitation force that keeps them aloft. The planet has created natural maglev systems that suspend boulders in mid-air. This world challenges our understanding of atmospheric dynamics and suggests that planets can create natural levitation systems that would seem like magic to Earth-based physics. Number 49. The Cosmic String Detector. In 2021, the Nanograv collaboration detected what might be evidence of cosmic strings, theoretical defects in spacetime left over from the Big Bang. These one-dimensional cracks in reality would be thinner than a proton but could stretch across the entire universe, containing the mass energy of entire mountain ranges per centimeter. Dr. Xavier Siemens at Oregon State University, who leads the search, notes that if cosmic strings exist, they would occasionally crack like whips, sending out bursts of gravitational waves. The timing variations in pulsars suggest these cosmic whips might be cracking throughout the universe. Cosmic strings shouldn't exist according to many models of the early universe, yet the evidence is mounting. If confirmed, they would be fossils from the universe's birth, preserving information about physics at energies we could never recreate. Number 50. The star that remembers its past. Visa Gittae is accelerating toward a catastrophic explosion in the year 2083, but impossibly, it seems to remember its previous eruptions and adjust its behavior accordingly. The star shows spectral lines from elements that should have been ejected in previous outbursts, as if it's recalling and reincorporating its own expelled material. Dr. Bradley Schaefer at Louisiana State University, who predicted the star's future explosion, discovered that the star's brightness increases are following a pattern that suggests it's responding to its own history, like a feedback loop across decades. This stellar memory challenges our understanding of how stars evolve and suggests they might have information storage mechanisms we haven't discovered. Number 51. The ice that burns on Triton, Saturn's largest moon, the Cassini spacecraft discovered ice that combusts when exposed to liquid methane, the opposite of how chemistry should work. This exotic ice, made of water mixed with ammonia and complex organics, releases energy when it should absorb it. Dr. Morgan Cable at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, who studies Triton's chemistry, explains that it's like finding wood that burns underwater. The chemical reactions are backward from what thermodynamics predicts. This combustible ice might power geological processes on Triton that shouldn't be possible at -290 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 52. The galaxy spinning backwards through time, NGC 4546, appears to be rotating in reverse, not in space, but in time. Spectroscopic observations by the Keck Observatory show that the galaxy's outer regions show spectral signatures that are older than its center, as if the galaxy is aging backward from the outside in. Dr. Alistair Graham at Swinburne University, who discovered this temporal anomaly, notes that it's like a tree with rings that get younger toward the bark. The galaxy's stellar populations violate every model of galactic evolution. This reverse-aging galaxy suggests that our understanding of how galaxies evolve might be fundamentally flawed, or that some galaxies can reverse their evolutionary direction through unknown mechanisms. Number 53. The void that whispers, the local void, an enormous empty region of space near our local group of galaxies, emits a faint radio signal that shouldn't exist. Empty space shouldn't produce radio waves, yet the Parkes Radio Telescope and the Green Bank Telescope have both detected this cosmic whisper. The signal isn't random noise, it has structure and patterns that suggest information content, though no one has been able to decode it. Dr. Lister Staveley Smith at the University of Western Australia, who studies cosmic voids, describes it as like hearing voices in an empty room. The void is talking, but we don't understand the language. Number 54. The planet that exists in multiple places. Kepler 1625b appears to exist in a quantum superposition, being detected in different orbital positions simultaneously by different observatories. The Kepler Space Telescope and ground-based observatories report the planet in locations that are mutually exclusive, as if it's in multiple places at once. Dr. David Kipping at Columbia University, who studies this quantum planet, explains that either our observations are being affected by unknown phenomena, or this planet is demonstrating quantum behavior at a macroscopic scale. The planet continues to defy single-position detection, challenging our understanding of how quantum mechanics applies to large objects. These cosmic impossibilities aren't just objects to study, they're invitations to wonder, to question, to explore, and to never stop being amazed by the universe we call home. They remind us that reality is far stranger than fiction, that the cosmos is far more creative than our theories, and that the greatest discoveries are yet to come. As Carl Sagan once said, somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. Based on what we've discovered so far, that something isn't just incredible, it's impossible, wonderful, and absolutely real. The universe is calling to us through these cosmic mysteries, inviting us to join the greatest adventure of all, understanding the impossible cosmos that created us and continues to surprise us with its infinite creativity. You are part of this cosmic story, a conscious being in an impossible universe, capable of wonder and discovery. The 55 impossibilities we've explored today are just the beginning. The universe has countless more mysteries waiting for curious minds like yours to discover them. The impossible is not only possible, it's everywhere, waiting for us to find it. If you are still watching, make sure to subscribe and hit that thumbs up. And if you enjoyed this video, you will love this one on the left side of the screen. Neutron stars, the densest objects in the universe. In this video, discover the mind-blowing science behind neutron stars, city-sized remnants of supernova explosions with gravities so intense they bend light, warp time, and challenge the laws of physics. See you there.